Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Creative Newtech Limited Q3 FY23 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Ketan Patel, Chairman and Managing Director. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Creative Newtech Limited earnings conference call for the third quarter and 9 months ended December 31st, 2022. I want to start by thanking you all for taking time to join this call. On the call with me today is Mr. Abhijit Kanvinde, CFO, and Mr. Vijay Advani, Whole-time Director of Creative Newtech Limited. We will start with some key developments from the quarter. Before we get into the business and financial performance, I would like to share some brief insights and recent developments regarding the company. Speaking of the macroeconomic situation, it seems that COVID is behind us, but the geopolitical tension, inflationary pressures, supply chain issues still drive uncertainty into the macro environment. COVID has sped up digital transformation and technologies by several years, and we will do whatever is needed to ensure that we are also growing with the market. The budget proposal on digitization and technology revamp could possibly result in a multi-billion-dollar opportunity for India's IT sector. While the budget allocation of 4,600 crores in PLI scheme, we expect in the coming years to get our goods manufactured in India, which will help us to reduce our inventory level and overall working capital due to the reduction of number of days in logistics. Consolidated performance highlights for the quarter ended December 31st, 2022. Total income of the quarter was 428.97 crores in quarter 3 FY23, a year-on-year increase of 41.87%. Improvement in EV segment was supported by strong demand for brands such as Samsung, Cooler Master, Honeywell, and ViewSonic supported growth. EBITDA is at 12.69 crores in quarter 3 FY23, year-on-year increase of 20.16%. EBITDA margin at 2.96% in quarter 3 FY23. Net profit is rupees 7.69 crores in quarter 3 FY23 compared to rupees 7 crores in quarter 3 FY22, while net profit margin stood at 1.79%. Our business and vision far exceeds only distribution. Today we are well established as brand licensee with a long-term agreement with Honeywell and are further building on the lines of the business. This also garners the attention of other global brands looking at brand licensing as a beneficial approach. We recently rearranged our segmental structure on the distribution front to better align with our business, design and strategy. Our brands are now categorized into following 4 segments. FMSG, fast-moving social media gadgets. This comprise of new and niche products that appeal to the younger demographic and have a fast turnaround. The brands are driven by social media penetration and wide adoption. This is one of the fastest growing and higher margin segments. FMCG, fast-moving consumer technology. This segment includes established consumer products that cater to personal and organizational demand such as Samsung, iPhone, and ViewSonic. EV, electronic business. This comprises products supplied to enterprise and of high volume. Some brands in that categories include MSI, Philips, AOC, etc. Fast-moving electronic goods. This segment covers all alliances with Reliance, through which we offer home appliances, bulb lights from brands such as VPL and Kelvin. This segment better represents our brand portfolio and gives better clarity on high margin and high volume products. We periodically expand and refresh our portfolio with new niche brands and products relevant to our times. Some of our most recent brand additions include Samsung, Flash Memory, Lexus, Fujifilm, Instax, and Hyperice. a US-based company specializing in technology-based muscle recovery and massage products, all known in the wellness and fitness category. Our license agreement with Honeywell continues to grow stronger. We have expanded the geography outreach to 38 countries for Honeywell. We are constantly working to increase our footprint in this region. This allows us to further increase our scope in terms of geographies and our licensing business overall. We will also work towards scaling up this line of business in the fiscal year. Given that we are present across multiple channels, it gives us substantial leverage to reach a broad market base. The synergy from Honeywell business will continue to grow this fiscal year. Coming to CCART, CCART is our online digital B2B e-commerce platform that will aid in the growth of our business while catering to existing and new customers with nominal additional cost. It hosts our customers in supply chain and enables them to transact and share products with the buyers. This allows the users to share their inventory and transact with each other. It aids higher volume and expands the product portfolio offered through Creative Newtech. CCART will continue to be our one-stop solution for customers and improve the working capital cycle and profitability. Now I hand over to Mr. Abhijit Kanvinde, who will take you through the financial highlights of Q3 and 9 months FY23.
Thank you, sir, and good afternoon to you all. I will share the highlights of our consolidated financial performance, after which we will open the floor for questions. Our financials are reported as per Ind AS guidelines. Looking at consolidated Q3 results in the quarter ended 31st of December 2022, the company reported total income of rupees 428.97 crores, growing 41.87% year-on-year. Improvement in EB segment was supported by strong demand for brands like Samsung, Cooler Master, Honeywell, and ViewSonic, which actually fueled the growth. The EBITDA stood at rupees 12.69 crores as against 10.56 crores in the previous corresponding period, an increase of 20.16% year-on-year. The net profit for the quarter is rupees 7.69 crores as compared to rupees 7.0 crores in the Q3 FY22, and year-on-year growth of 9.85%. Speaking of 9 months results, for the 9-month period ended on 31st of December 2022, we reported the total income of rupees 999.28 crores, growing 47.07% year-on-year. The growth was supported by enterprise business segment and brands like Samsung, Cooler Master, Honeywell, besides ViewSonic. The EBITDA stood at rupees 33.62 crores as against rupees 23.34 crores in the previous corresponding period, an increase of 44.03% as compared to previous period. The EBITDA margin stood at 3.36% as compared to 3.44% in the previous corresponding period. The net profit for the 9-month period ended on 31st of December 2022 is rupees 20.80 crores as compared to rupees 14.07 crores in the corresponding period, a growth of 47.82%. This is all from our side. We can now open the floor for questions.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. Participants who wish to ask a question may kindly press star 1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to withdraw yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. We will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Suraj Navandhar from Sampada Investments. Kindly proceed.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Surajji.
So my first question is that we had guided for 1,200 crores of revenue this year. And you have already done 1,000 crores. So would you like to revise this guidance upwards?
We should be around, so we had said 1,200 crores.
Annually.
Annually, we should be, I think, between 1,200 to 1,300 crores.
Only 300 crores of sales in Q4 then you are expecting?
The March quarter usually is mainly corporates buys a lot, and that's what we are thinking, that March is usually around between 250 to 300 crores. That's what we think.
And the margins have been weak this quarter. We were expecting to increase margins quarter by quarter. So when do we expect to reach our 4.5% of margins?
Okay. So a couple of things. One of the view for this whole year was that the absolute margins we would increase, so we reach to a certain threshold, whereby after that we could concentrate on only high margin product. I think next year, surely by the second quarter, you should see margins between 2.5 to 2.75% PAT.
Okay. And sir, Honeywell business for this quarter?
36
crores.
36 crores.
Okay. Okay, thanks, sir. That's it. And all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Suraj.
Yes.
Thank you. Participants, if you wish to ask a question, kindly press star 1. The next question is from the line of Harish Shah from HS Investments. Kindly proceed.
Thanks for the opportunity. I just need management's comments on the debt. Are we, planning to trim it down, or would it be, increasing as the business improves? That is the debt.
Honestly, if I compare the last year's balance sheet, that is around 31st of March, okay, we had a short-term debt of almost 53 crores, okay, and it has gone up in this December to 63 crores, okay. I do not think there will be a phenomenal change in the debt, because the working capital cycle per se has increased from 46 days as on 31st of March 22 to around 34-35 days. So so we are churning out better. Secondly, therefore there will be the rest of the things would be funded by our internal accruals. Last year we did some equity infusion of around 11 crores with premium. So that would help to fuel the growth. I do not think the debt will go up by more than 7 to 10 crores in the next year. But that's normal as compared to if you compare the growth in the business.
Okay, so going ahead from couple of years down the line, do you plan to trim it down?
Yes. So the percentage of debt, now for example, on a standalone basis, last financial year the debt equity ratio was 0.85. Okay, now it is 0.77. Okay, and I'm sure this ratio will be better every quarter. And that is the target internally board has given us. We have to better two things. One is the working capital cycle terms and the debt equity ratio. Yeah. So yes, the amount may increase by 5 to 10 crores, but the debt equity ratio would improve.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for the elaborate answer on the debt. My second part is on our geographic presence. So I just need to, check our traction.
Yes.
We have, I believe, licensing for 35 plus countries.
Yeah.
So how many countries that we are able to tap it out?
Yeah.
Mr. Shah, I'll take this question. This is Ketan Patel. Okay. So currently we have 36 countries with us in licenses, right? And our endeavor is that by 2025 we should reach close to between 18 to 20 countries. Coming to the near-term thing, currently we are in India. We have a distributor in Singapore. We have a distributor in Dubai. We have just finalized a distributor for Saudi Arabia. We have a distributor in Bahrain and Qatar. We are participating now in the GITEX exhibition Morocco to cater to Africa because the whole of East Africa comes there. And we are also participating in the Thailand exhibition so that we could get our distributors for Thailand, Malaysia, and smaller countries like Myanmar and Laos. That's the case. We are approaching it from per se of what's the population of the country, and that's how we are picking up the countries. Obviously, in the Middle East, we should have gone to Egypt and we should have gone to Turkey, but the foreign exchange fluctuation there is tremendous, so we have refrained from going there. And in Southeast Asia, Malaysia and Indonesia and Thailand, these are the three largest markets which we think that will get distributors post our so I think on the 15th is the exhibition at Thailand. Post that, I think in a couple of months we'll be able to sign up currently. Currently, Honeywell products are available on Amazon India, Amazon Singapore, Shopee Singapore, Lazada Singapore, Amazon UAE and Noon UAE. And the reviews are building, so I think in another quarter's time or 4 months' time, we would see a good traction there.
So incrementally, can we, any ballpark number that you are targeting from your all the activities in the coming,
yes,
couple of financial years?
Yeah. So I think this year we should close between 110 to 115 crores of Honeywell business. Next year, modestly, if you do things right, we should close around 170 to 180 crores, which can go upwards, but that's the minimum we think 170, 180 should close next year.
Okay. I thank the management for the opportunity and I wish you all the best. If required, I'll join the queue.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Shah.
Thank you. Participants, if you wish to ask a question, kindly press star 1. The next question is from the line of Sarang Anujwala, an investor. Kindly proceed.
Hi, thanks for the opportunity. So, Ketan, one question around the different business segments. So, what I'm seeing is this quarter specifically, enterprise business has gone up. I mean, and that this one is enterprise business is, I think, relatively low margin part. So, do you see any demand challenges on that FMSG, FMCG part of business, or can you talk a little bit about this bit?
Yeah, I didn't get your name. It is Sarang, right?
Sarang, Sarang, Sarang.
Sarang. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Sarang. So you rightly pointed out the enterprise business is a lesser margin business. So usually we do the enterprise business only when we have some available cash flows to do that business. This year quarter, actually the fast-moving social media goods FMSG business did not do so well. Not because there was not a lot of demand, but there was still supply constraint because we had peak COVID in China in the month of November and December. That's when a lot of material would move to India, but the supply chain was really erratic and we couldn't get the material here. That's the main reason that the profits were low. And since we had some capital left, we said that let's do the enterprise business. Over a long term of period of time, internally in our mind, we are very sure that we want to use every incremental cash flow and every incremental efforts only on high margin business. And currently we are at the threshold where if we do close to around 650 crores of the other businesses, then it will help us considerably reduce our cost of logistics and other stuff, and it also helps us to piggy bank on that business and build this business. So we are there. So incrementally, all our efforts will be now on Honeywell and the fast-moving social media goods business.
Okay, got it. And another question I had was around Honeywell. I think you mentioned we have done about 37 crores this quarter. How much we have done in 9 months so far?
Approximately 76 crores.
Okay.
So looks like we will close between 110 to 115 crores for the year.
Okay. All right. I had one question just to understand the statements better. So, one request, maybe if you can publish the Honeywell numbers every quarter, I think that would be really helpful. And another around on the same lines, the difference between standalone and consolidated, is it fair to assume that difference is the Honeywell business or the Honeywell India gets calculated inside?
So this time also the Honeywell abroad business, the foreign business was a little lower than as compared to last year. The reason behind the supply chain issues, and therefore the profitability for the Honeywell business which get consolidated has been lower as compared to the last quarter. If you compare quarter on quarter, it will be lower, but I'm sure one quarter you always get a setback. You can't grow every quarter. Okay. So this is a setback quarter for us, and we will buck up and we'll catch up in the next quarter and the quarters going forward.
Mr. Sarang, just to add to your query, this request has been there from a few other investors also, and we have spoken to our auditors, and from the next quarter, that's from the month of April, we are going to give Honeywell as a separate business in the balance sheet. So we'll show you the numbers separately from FY23, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would really help. Just one related point. Our Honeywell India business kind of gets calculated inside standalone, or that is also part of consolidated?
Standalone.
Standalone. Okay. So consolidated is primarily the secure connection business, which is
correct. Absolutely.
Okay. Got it. Sounds good. Thanks a lot. And I get your point. I think last quarter especially was very bad quarter for China, so I understand the whole supply chain part.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you. Participants, if you wish to ask a question, please press star 1. The next question is from the line of Kalpesh Dave from Spark Capital. Kindly proceed.
Hi, it's Kalpesh. I have two queries technically. Are we looking at getting into more dedicated team to grow C-Cards? And second was, are we looking to expand in licensing in terms of adding more brands also to the business?
Yeah. Kalpesh bhai, I'll answer this question. This is Ketan Patel. C-Cart is a very different business from, so platform business metrics is for success are very different from a product business. So in a product business, usually the investor looks at the PAT and how is the PAT going, how is the business going. In the a platform business, usually it is cost of acquisition of the customer, lifetime value of the customer, and it's a kind of a cash burn business. And two things were there. Number one, most of our investment community is invested in creative because of our Honeywell business, and we did not also wanted to get into a cash burn where the balance sheet can't support that cash burn, right? So for CCAT, it's that we want to grow it linearly, and in the next years, once the balance sheet can support a bit of outflow in terms of investment, not loss-making business, but where we could spend some money on marketing and other stuff, that we would do on the CCAT front. Your other question was about Mr. Kalpesh, what was the other question? One was CCAT. What was the second question?
Any more? Are we getting into any more licensing and adding more brands to?
Licensing should happen in the second quarter next year, because the board first wants us to do at least 180 to 200 crores of Honeywell business. They say that once you do that, then that business will become sustainable, and then you can put your energy on one more, either a private label brand or take up a licensee. So we have spoken to a couple of licensees, and the licensing to get into a contract also takes almost 9 months to a year, because they want to do a lot of background checks and other stuff. So I think nothing for the next 2 quarters for sure. 23, 24, probably in the July, August, September quarter, we may have one business.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. To ask a question, kindly press star 1. The next question is from the line of Satish, individual investor. Kindly proceed.
Yeah. Very good afternoon, sir. Actually, you see, we have recently launched some very innovative product. One such product is our Duster vacuum cleaner, sir. But what is the status of this product, sir? Are we doing any business?
Sir, candidly, Duster, the product got good reception during the COVID time. Post that, there were a lot of changes in the e-commerce space in terms of the alpha sellers whom used to buy that. They were disintegrated and put into lower category. So for Duster, we would require a better team to do that business. So our goal is that from April, we will look at Duster in a more focused manner. Currently, it's on whatever sale can happen. That's the case.
Okay. Sir, and my next question is, during the last Concall, I think you mentioned that you are in discussion with some gaming company. So any update on any developments on that part, sir?
Yeah. So actually, there's a gaming company called Razer, which is the Apple of gaming. We actually just signed up the agreement with them a couple of days back, and we should get a signed copy from them today. And
then we'll notify the exchange.
Then we'll notify the exchange, and this quarter the business for Razer should start.
Okay, so what about margins? Is it a high margin business or?
Gross 12 to 14% margin business.
Okay. Okay, sir. So my final question is, so if you see the segmental results, our fast-moving electronic goods, we did around 1.3 crores. But if you see our profits on that, it's around 40 crores, sir, nearly. So we see very good profits. So what is the difference? Because during the last quarter, actually we did around 4 crores and our profits were still less. But this time we did a very less in terms of revenue, but our profits are very high. So what is are we doing any high margin kind of product there or what?
1 second. I'll ask Abhijit to answer that.
So from the perspective of volume, it is very less. Okay. What you're saying is as a percentage, fast-moving electronic goods, electric goods, that is what you are referring to as a segment, sir? Which segment are you referring to, sir?
Enterprise.
Yeah, FMEG, sir. Fast-moving electronic goods.
Fast-moving electronic.
Yeah. So,
So we did 1.3 crores, but our profits are around 40 lakhs.
yeah. So,
That's the BPL business.
that's the BPL business.
Okay. If that's the BPL business, so there were some credit notes which were due to us, and that came in the last quarter. But actually, it's actually a profit of the last 3 quarters, but there were some credit notes which had not come. And since they had not confirmed it, we could not take it into the balance sheet. They confirmed it this quarter, so we have taken it.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. As a reminder to participants, kindly press star 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Harish Shah from HS Investments. Kindly proceed.
Thanks for the opportunity once again. I just have one follow-up question. This is pertaining to the business environment in China. So we understand the first 9 months, was impacted. But how are you seeing the situation now? And is there now any further disruption that you see in the business due to China impact?
So, Mr. Shah, I will take this question. Currently, initially, China had the no COVID policy, right? For the 2 years, they followed that policy. And when they removed the no COVID policy, there was a huge surge in COVID in the month of December, right? Now, China is open for travel without any restrictions, and Hong Kong is going to have almost 10 to 12 fairs in the month of April. And this is our chance also to go to China after almost a break of 3 years. And we are traveling to China in the month of April to first in Hong Kong to attend 2 global fairs there, and then to visit all our factories which manufacture goods for us in China. So it's a 12-14 days period. Plus they also have the Chinese New Year, which is which started around 10th of January, and they resume work by end of Jan. So Chinese New Year is also behind us. So I don't foresee now that there should be any disruption in a quarter's time by March. Both ways, new business development as well as logistics should improve very well. That's what I think.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. To ask a question, kindly press star 1. The next question is from the line of Suraj Navandhar from Sampada Investments. Kindly proceed.
Hi, sir. I just had one follow-up. Is there any progress on getting a business head for our licensing business, as we are looking to add one more client probably next year? So is there any update on having a separate business head for that licensing business?
Correct. Suraj, so currently what we have done is for the licensing business, Mohit Anand, who is also a co-founder of Secure Connection, he looks after that business. And since we were adding more countries and we also want to be e-com first in the countries where we enter, we said that we will have under Mohit India country manager who comes from a background of e-commerce and audio sales, because audio is where we require a bit more expertise to crack the online. So we have already given an offer letter, and the person is joining in the first week of March. So he will lead the India thing. Plus we also have Abhilash Hamza as our country director for Middle East. He will lead the Middle East. Also because we want to own the channels everywhere. For Saudi Arabia, because we will be opening Saudi Arabia now, we also got a senior person from Saudi Arabia for this. And Mr. Alvin is also we appointed him as a sales director for Singapore, Malaysia, and other places. So all the manpower required are in place. They will build the regions and with report into Mohit. So that's the structure currently we have decided. If we go into any other licensing agreement, we think that besides resources, the right skill set for that product is necessary, and we'll follow a similar structure in that case. Only thing is we will have something called as shared services, where the whole of logistics, finance, HR, all that can fall into the shared services. The go-to-market teams can be different. That's what we have currently kind of resolved.
And so the new person who is joining, he's joining from which company?
So Avilash has already joined. The Saudi Arabian person is joining from the 1st of March. The training has happened. Okay. And Singapore also is joining us in the exhibition. That would be his time when he joins us in the exhibition. The Indian person will join on the 1st of March, who is going to head India.
Yeah, he's joining. Currently, he's working in which company? The person who's joining from India.
So he is an ex JBL Harman guy, and then he worked with Flipkart for their international business. So and launching products everywhere. So he has a fair experience of launching products in the e-com space in Singapore, in UAE, and India. Currently, he works for a German company, which is a AI-based company for plants. So any plant on the app, if you upload a photograph through AI, they will be able to tell what disease the plant has or what is the kind of manure you should put in that soil. He works for that company currently.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, if you wish to ask a question, kindly press star 1. Participants, you may press star 1 on your touchtone phone to ask a question. As there are no further questions, I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Ketan Patel for closing comments.
I thank the entire team of Creative for their hard work and dedication, which pushes the company forward. Also, I appreciate all of you for participating in our conference call. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. On behalf of Creative Newtech Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.